What is up, my sweet succulent tubers? Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Wait, I messed up this intro. Hello, tubers. Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We got some more Wilds of Eldraine draft ahead of us. And boy, howdy, do we have a doozy of a pick one, pack one. So we've opened freaking Bitter Blossom, dude. I was talking about this card on one of my previous videos, and yeah, if you cast this on turn 2, it is really hard to lose the game. Not only is it just an insane extra sheet mythic here, but it also has extremely good synergy in the format because the tokens are bargainable, the enchantment is bargainable, and there are fairy synergies in the format. So Bitter Blossom, one of the cooler, more powerful extra sheet cards you can open. I am passing Expel the Interlopers, which is the wrath of the format, but I'm not going to pass a Bitter Blossom. I didn't get to go over too many of the other cards, but absolutely taking the Blossom there. And then we're getting past the Obira, the Dreaming Duelist. Whenever another fairy enters the battlefield under control, each opponent loses 1 life. That's pretty good with the Bitter Blossom. Seems fantastic. We can just jump in and hard force it. I don't see anything wrong with that. Sometimes that's the more fun thing to do anyways. Johan has been really impressive for me. You don't even need to have like a bunch of instants and sorceries, like actual instant and sorcery spells. You can just pick up a bunch of random adventure creatures, and Johan does work with adventure creatures as their adventure mode if it's an instant or sorcery. No, so you know this is just very good, great uncommon, and 5 toughness is like a magic number in the format too. Otherwise, there's not too much else. I guess we take the Obira and try to wheel the Sprite. If this was pick one, pack one, though, and I wanted to stay open and take the best card, it would be Johan. But after a first pick Bitter Blossom, I think we can just take this and try to hard force it. Getting a Totentan third pick, it's like whatever. I don't think this is like an extremely high pickup. It's just a nice extra boost to your fairy, or not your fairy, your rat deck if you're going to go that route. For us, we have a couple of decent choices. I don't think Into the Fae Court is amazing, nor do you need to take it early, but it could be the pick here for us if we wanted to continue to force it. Conceited Witch has been solid. I keep saying it, but any of the adventure creatures are normally pretty good, as you get value on their front side if you want to, and then they're usually just a good enough creature on their normal casting side. Grim Search is also okay. Again, another card similar to the Into the Fae Court you don't need to take early. I mean, the best cards here are like the Financier, Totentans. I would say Hopeful Vigil's probably up there as well. But I kind of like forcing the fairies. I'm going to take the Fae Court into a... another... man, sometimes when you're drafting the enchantment deck, not that I've done it very much in the format, you just see 0 Hopeful Vigils and like 0 hopeless... Nightmares or whatever they're called, and we've already seen like 2 back-to-back, kind of unfortunate. Solitary Sanctuary, haven't built a deck with this yet, but there is a blue-white tap-down theme in the format that you can do. This seems like a cool card in that strategy, though again, it's maybe not the best. I wonder if I should just take the Johan Stopgap here. It seems fine with all the fairy tokens. It's a sorcery, so it's not great, but it's still fine. Balluna's Gatekeeper is also pretty solid. I guess maybe I take the Gatekeeper here instead. 2 mana bounce, it's cheap creature, and then later on it turns into a 6/5. Like, it's not bad. There's a nice pack. Okay, that is a... oh, man. I haven't had the chance to play this yet, but it seems really cool if you can get it to work. 4 mana, 2/3. It is a fairy. Whenever you cast an adventure spell, you may copy it, and you can choose new targets. Such a cool card, but... Curiosity has been an all-star in this format for me. I've done a few different things with it. Usually you're just throwing it on a cheap flyer, but you can throw it on the catapult, because this is not combat damage. It just says whenever it deals damage to an opponent. So throw this on the catapult, and you can ping them for 1 and draw extra cards to your heart's content. Tenacious Tome Seeker's also been a really, really good bargain card. This is tough. I think the Curiosity is going to win more often, but... that's a rough pick. There's one of those. Man, is that the 3rd Hopeful Vigil we've seen? So somebody could have a really good enchantment deck. I'm happy to take the 6 mana dragon here. This card's another nice one. Just a good top end card. Kind of hard to interact with, and it gives you some value when it enters. Sadly, I wouldn't say that black is like the most open right now. But blue does seem to be coming around, so that's great. Spreading Seas is more cute than it is good, I would say. So it has a couple things going for it, right? You could potentially screw your opponent over, and that's going to win some amount of the time. It does cycle for 2 mana, but also it is a card that you can just bargain away. I guess the question is, do I want to take that over like Diminisher Witch or the Stopgap now? And I guess that's fine. All these other cards are filler anyway, so. Haven't been too fond of the Aquatic Alchemist. It's like okay. I think I'd rather take the Diminisher Witch at this point in time. Sadly, I don't think the Faeries deck is very open, but we'll see. Wow, that's kind of nuts, though. We are getting a 9th pick Wheeled Twisted Sewer Witch in the pack where I opened the Bitter Blossom. So, without any other ways to make rats, this is a 5-mana 3/4 with a 2/2 rat that has a Wicked roll on it. It's like, fine. But with any number of rat synergies, the card gets really good. Okay, Snares Master Sprite coming back around. This is one of those fairies that you want to have with Curiosity, right? You just play this on turn 1, then suit it up with Curiosity turn 2. Discerning Financier Wheeling also. Well, this was because we're forcing the fairies, I guess, but black's not open. We have decent blue, but black is not particularly open. Which means in pack 2, fingers crossed, we can get a lot of good black cards coming to us since we didn't pass many good black cards. I'm thinking of Candy Grapples for the most part. I'm thinking of the 2-mana 1/3 fairy that gains lifelink if you have another fairy. I'm thinking of the Coven Witches, or whatever they're called, the Coven Fairies. There is a world I could still end up trying to do the blue-white tap deck if somehow I don't get a single good... I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there because we wheeled the Chancellor. Okay. That is interesting. 3 Blind Mice. God, this is another really cool card. 3 mana, you make a 1/1. Then the second and third chapters make a token of a copy of another token you control. And then it's a mass pump effect. Sheesh, this is a good pack. This would be the point where I would be tempted to take the white card and be blue-white tap down. We have a Threadbind Click here, which is another good blue-white card. Cursed Courtier. This is really nice with ways to either bargain or add extra rolls. Then it's just like a 3/3 lifelink with upside. There's a Stab Wound here if we wanted to stay in black. There's a Quick Study. Stab Wound's really good. I think I'm going to lean into the Bitter Blossom, and like I said, we're hoping that this pack gives us a lot of good black cards because we did not pass many in pack 1. Okay, more good blue here. Extraordinary Journey is quite nice, right? It is expensive as hell, but enters the battlefield, exile up to X target creatures. So 4 mana to exile 1 creature. That's okay, right? 6 mana to exile 2, so on and so forth. Your opponent would have to recast those, and you get to draw cards when they do, and then it just eats tokens forever, so I think that's worth taking here. There's a Tome Seeker again, Ice Out's okay, Nightmare and Rat. This seems good enough. Another really nice pack, wow. Bitter Chill, Hatching Plans. Hatching Plans is another insane card if you can draft the bargain cards around it. I don't have more than 1 bargain card right now, so the Chill is going to be the safest. But Hatching Plans is really good if you can get it to work. This is what? Obira's Attendance? This card's okay. The -4/-0 sometimes can be extremely good, but usually it's just gaining some amount of life. And then it's a 3/4 Flying Fairy at the tail end of it. We're just not seeing black cards, period. Wow. The Elusive Otter is another amazing one. Okay. Shoot, I guess I'm going to take that, and if we can find some random green sources, that'll be worth playing. There's finally some Barrow Naughties and a Stingblade Assassin. Lot of red going around this pack. Oh well. I'm forcing the blue-black, so I'm sticking with it. Prism here for the Otter, maybe not bad. Sentry's okay. Again, this is for the tap-down deck. I guess it's not bad. It's also good with the sprites. I don't think we need another Gatekeeper here. Scream Puff's okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the 3-drop. Okay, we'll take the Prism now. Man, Torch the Tower, 8th pick, yeah. Red is flowing. This is a classic example of opening a really good card and forcing it even though it's not open. I do think our deck is still good as we have a good core blue set, but clearly black was not where we wanted to be. Like, open the Bitter Blossom, open the Stab Wound. The Elbyra was, what, 2nd or 3rd pick or whatever, and then Barrow Naughty was whatever. This is one of those do as I says, not as I do's. Yeah. Blue is just really open. How many instants and sorceries do we... we only have 2 instants and sorceries right now for this. I guess this is probably at its best in blue-red, where you have a lot of the good burn effects. Like, if I don't end up picking any more instant or sorceries, we're not going to want to run this. Because what do we have right now? We have Into the Fey Court and Quick Study. Those are our 2 instant/sorceries. Because the adventure creatures don't count as sorceries while in the graveyard for the Tome Seeker, you know? Okay, Hatching Plans came back. Maybe now we just run it as a way to bargain away. So let's double check our bargain cards. 1, 2, 2? Okay. Yeah, probably not going to be playing that Hatching Plans either, are we? Do I even have enough adventures for the Chancellor? Because I think the Chancellor is not really intended for blue-black. I think this one's more intended for blue-green, where you have a lot of adventures. For example, the frickin' sexy Otter we have. Alright, pack 3, give me the goods. Restless Vinestock. We could definitely take that. It's fixing for the Otter, and if I ever get green sources, it is a really relevant threat later on. I don't lose much here. There's like an Ice Out and another Witch. And I already have 20-ish playables anyways. Yeah, let's take the dual land. That seems the best. All of these lands that turn into creatures in this format have been pretty solid. I mean, maybe... I think the red-blue one might be the weakest. I think that's the 2-1 with, like, First Strike. But this one turning into a 5/5 that either shrinks an opponent's largest creature or can buff one of yours is kind of nasty. Looking at the art, you would think it adds flying because it's up in the clouds, but... big ol' 5/5 tramples. Okay, another really good pack here. Damn, there's a bunch of cards we would like. Lord Skitter's Blessing is like a weird arena, for Phyrexian arena. This only continues to work, though, if you have an enchanted creature. So if you play this and put the roll on a creature and that creature dies and you don't have any more ways to make rolls, it's not really doing much for you. Let's see, Fairy Dream Thief's a nice 1-drop. There's another Barrow Naughty here. There's a Collector's Vault, which I just like. I'm down to take the Blessing. Give it a shot. Another quick study here, perhaps. Leyline of Lightning. Whenever cast a spell, you may pay 1 if you do it. No, bad. Another Bolt, though, going around. Monstrous Rage, really, really good. Do I have enough creatures? I only have 1 Sprite. We have Bitter Blossom and Naughty and Obira on turn 2. Yeah, I need some more early plays. Really hoping to wheel one of those cheap flyers from that original pack. Ooh, okay. Another Obira is good. Ego Drain would also be okay. I don't mind this card when you're playing the Faeries deck, and we have... It only says 5, but we do have more than that because of the token producers. No, I think this deck is looking nice. Cards that are easily cuttable right now are like the Sentry, because that has no synergy. Tome Seeker has gotten a little bit better, but not much. Oh, there's another Barrow Naughty. Oh, or Prankster. Prankster's also really good. So was the Gadwick's first duel. So the first roll, or the first chapter, makes a cursed roll, which shrinks an opponent's creature. Then you scry 2, and then it has some good value with instants and sorceries. But I think we want the Picklock Prankster, because the Bitter Blossom is a fairy card, so that helps us dig to that. Passing another Barrow Naughty, oh well. Another Sprite's great. Good, good, good. This is coming together. Sad we only got 1 Curiosity. And, yeah, man, the Otter is so good, but I guess if I don't get enough fixing, like if I only have Prism for it, it's not worth running as just a 1/1 prowess. You know? Couple of instants here, few instants here even. We have another Quick Study, a Spell Stutter counter, or an Ice Out counter. I think I like taking the Spell Stutter counter here. Another Barrow Naughty seems good. Transmuter's decent. There goes another Stopgap. The Barrow Naughty's actually really impressed me for a 2-drop. Right? It's got 3 toughness, it's flying, it's pumpable, and the lifelink is really relevant, so... Let's see. Ice Out. Totentan's Wheeling. Could also take the Wicked Roll. That's great on our flyers as well. Wicked Roll over Tome Seeker, maybe. Just not play the Hatching. Oh, I ended up taking another counter. Yeah, we did wield the other Barrow Naughty. That gives us 3 Barrow Naughties now. Tap target creature an opponent controls, put 3 stun counters on it. I don't think that's very good. Yeah, we're not playing any of those. Okay, not bad. We actually ended up getting quite a few cheap creatures. 2-drop wise. You know, I kind of regret not taking that Twisted Witch or whatever it's called when I have the Lord Skitter's Blessing, because I don't have that many ways to have an enchanted creature, right? Also, how good is this Chancellor here? Do I have enough adventures for that, or is this just like a 4-mana 2/3 flying? We have the Gatekeeper, the Attendant, that's 2. The Picklock Prankster, that's 3. That's probably not good enough as just a 2/3 flying with fairy. And I still have a bunch of fairies without it. So 16 lands or 17 now is the question. Oh, I guess I kind of forgot I had the Restless Vinestock for the Otter too, but that's not good enough. Vinestock plus Prism? No, I don't think so. I think our curve's low enough that we can probably get away with just having 16 lands. Yeah, seems good to me. Alright, Blue-Black Fairies featuring Bitter Blossom and double Obira. Let's take this for a spin. Go to round 1 and see if we can get some good old wins. Alright, on the play. Hand's good enough. This is one of those scenarios where I just think running out the Snare Master on turn 1 is correct. Start the flying beatdowns. Okay, Evolving Wilds from OP. Green, black. So green, black is like the value archetype normally, if they're only playing 2 colors, like the food and stuff. Sure, they're gonna grapple my naughty. Well, my hand's not very good. It was a fine opener, but I don't have any interaction against the opponent. Five damage. Okay. Yeah, Frenzy is so nice. Like, it doesn't have to be your attacking creatures, it's just any attacking creatures. It's so good. Guess I'm just gonna play out the 3/4 flyer since they're literally doing nothing over there. Sure. Would rather have a land there, but quick study's decent. Oh, second quick study off the top as well. Okay, this is where they start playing the haymakers, right? Sure. Bam, counter there would basically win. They're gonna play like one of those gluttons next turn, and we're gonna be in a terrible spot. Ooh, we keep Curiosity, that's for sure. Curiosity killed the cat? Or did it kill the mint? Voracious Vermin, that's fine. Oh, okay. So they don't actually have much left. Let's go Curiosity on our big ward creature. Attack for 5, draw a card. Nice, that's a great draw. In fact, I probably don't even need to play out the Bitter Chill anymore then. We have lethal on the board, and if they play a random reach creature, we can chill it down. Nice, let's go, Faeries! Starting things off with a wiener. This set has been pretty complicated. There are a lot of things going on with all the roles and adventures and whatnot, so... Not that paying attention is any less important than in other formats, but... This can get very complicated, that's for sure. Game number 2. Solid. No turn 2 Bitter Blossom, but it's solid. We're hoping the opponent doesn't come out too quickly, because we won't be able to counter a 2-drop on our turn 2. Ah, Barrow Naughty's a nice one. Mirror match. Oh, no! They have Bitter Blossom on turn 2. Wow. So this is going to be a play versus draw difference. If I'm on the play, I get to spell stutter their Bitter Blossom. Well, that's not true. I would have played out the Naughty. I take that back. I know, that's unfortunate. Stab wound on the Naughty's fantastic. Hey, I mean, they're taking 3 damage a turn now. but not super thrilled about our spot. So I want to draw like another Barrow Naughty next turn. Oh, that's fine. Can that only target opponent's creatures? Yeah, it only says you don't control. They have Spell Stutter maybe? Of their own? No. Gumdrop Poisoner, that's a counter for me. That card is so good. You make a food at instant speed, and then the other creature side is a 3/2 lifelink that can kill a creature, basically. So, just counter the front side, so they don't get the food at all either. Yeah. Full-on mirror match here. Yeah, they're at 10. Sure, that's fine. Damn, they have the Looter too. That card is also insane. Sheesh. It's a Wicked roll on our creature. Alright, let's lead with Snare Master. I think tap down their Looter. Then play out the Blessing. And enchant up our Naughty so it's a 2/2. Sure. The Gatekeeper. Guess let's quick study. That was not good. Bounce their Looter. What they might have to do, though, is pump up their Barrow Naughty to start gaining a little bit of life. It's kind of funny. In fact, maybe I should have held open the Obira's Attendants to negate that. Because they're going to pump twice, right? Yeah. So we're probably supposed to just hold open the Shrink effect. And sacrifice our bargain. Oh, I actually don't want to give that the cursed roll, do I? Because if I give that the cursed roll, it would die. So we just pass here. We're not dead on board. We're close. But then we can shrink the likeness Looter when it copies the whatchamacallit. This is funny. I think what they're going to do is copy the lifelinker in their graveyard and pump once, but they need one more mana, so they're just going to die next turn, because they'll go up to 3 this turn. Okay. They're dead on board to the Baronati plus Bitter Blossom. Oh, I guess if I can kill their 1/1, they also die, don't they? Is there a way I can do that? Return an instant or sorcery? Not with those. That'll work. Wow! Holy crap, we beat turn 2 Bitter Blossom on the play. Dude, the stab wound. I wasn't keeping track. How much damage did the stab wound do that game? 10? 14? That was insane. Holy crap. Crazy, crazy, crazy second game. Alright, this hand's good. We're gonna go turn 1 Sprite, turn 2 Lord Skitter's Blessing, and start smacking for 2 and hopefully drawing extra cards. Oh, I take that back. We drew turn 2 Bitter Blossom on the play. Good luck. Now, we did just prove that you can beat a turn 2 Bitter Blossom. Turn 2 Mythic, turn 3 Rare. Not bad. Not freaking bad, dude. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. They might have, like, the deal 3 damage to an attacking creature card, but it's not the end of the world if they do. Actually, I am gonna play around a counterspell here and just hold up Elbyra and the Naughty. We're probably not gonna need to play out any more creatures to win this game. Okay, that's fine. Now we can go ahead and run out the Elbyra. Another insane synergy card with the Bitter. Ping them for another 1. So it's basically Wrath or Bust, and even if they do have the Wrath at this point, Bitter Blossom's gonna still keep making tokens, and we get to play a fat flyer with Ward 2 next turn. Yeah, that ain't good enough. That ain't good enough. What you got? Horned Lock Whale. Oh, that's pretty good. They get to copy it with the Chancellor. Sure. Oh, not sure why they did it to the one that was blocking already. Let's go ahead and just bounce their 3-power creature back to their hand. Charade's good. They still can't attack here. Can hit him down to 3. I think I'm just gonna play Big Dragon and pass. We can flash an Obira on our upkeep, and then when Bitter Blossom triggers, that'll hit them for another 1. Alright. Turns out, in fact, our turn 2 Bitter Blossom was good enough. Add to the fact that we were drawing 2 cards a turn because of the Blessing with our creature that never got killed. I'd say that was a good game for us. 3-0, nice, nice, nice. Go to game number 4. Ooh, man. I'm going to keep this hand, but it needs to find a blue source really badly. If we find a blue source in the first couple of turns, we should be really good to go. Okay. Let's discard the study here. Perfect. So probably going to suit up our Barrow Noddy with Curiosity. Wow, man, I am too good at this game, apparently. So I played the Bitter Blossom pre-combat because, again, it is a fairy card, so we gained lifelink off of that. Oh, they have 3 blind mice, that's really good. I could kill their mouse, and they wouldn't be able to copy a token. But I guess I don't actually care about that now that we've drawn a counter, too. Unassuming Sage. They're going to turn that into a 3/3. It's a good stab wound target for us, then. Alright, the pressure's on. Reindeer, sure, we'll go ahead and counter. They should attack with the Sage, yep. I think we're gonna pump once. It's a little bit awkward though, because I could draw a big spell. That's pretty good. And then pass. We don't need to worry too much about the last trigger here, since we're still at 19. So I don't mind taking 8. That's a good one. Cursed Courtier. So if they can re-enchant that, that's going to turn into a big lifelinker. But we have multiple ways to turn it off, so no big deal. Actually, are they dead here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count lethal. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh man, our draws have been sick, and Bitter Blossom, yeah. Curiosity, Bitter Blossom. This kind of doesn't even feel fair. 4-0. Two Baronadis. Is that a keepable hand? I don't think so, not with what the rest of our hand looks like. Double blue, yeah, so let's just go down to 6. Yeah, not a great 6, but I'm not going to go down to 5. Once again, just run out the Sprite turn 1. Like, both the Witch and the Tome Seeker here are basically our most filler of cards, so not thrilled with that. Wow, I'm surprised they're just firing that off now. We'll bounce the rat. Yeah, just run out of 3-2. This is more the kind of draw I was expecting for this deck. Sure. Pretty awkward. Can't beat much. The Catapult. Yeah, Bitter Chill is okay on the Catapult, but it's not that good. Lord Skitter's Blessing was a good draw, assuming they don't kill my creature. Okay. If my Tome Seeker lives, we get to start drawing extra cards. Wait, that's not a good sign. Blech. Ugh. Well, I'm always attacking there. That's just kind of unfortunate. Main phase, flick a coin to my face. Hearth Elemental. Okay, that's a good one. Alright, free the Fae. Mill me something good. Wow. We milled 3 lands and Curiosity. Okay. That was not the best of hits, was it? Oh, they have Decadent Dragon? This card is nuts, too. Jeez. 4 mana, 4/4 flying trample that makes a treasure whenever it attacks, and then it has a bonus adventure, which is just absurd. One of the better adventure cards. So they obviously hit 1 land off of us. I mean, I have to Bitter Chill the Elemental, and we're just gonna end up dying to the dragon. This game is pretty over. Oh, they stole my counter. Love it. Alright, we can just scoop this one up. We got completely trounced. Our draw was pretty weak, their draw seemed pretty good. That's good beats, baby. I don't know, maybe I need to be more aggressive with my mulligans, but wasn't that already a mulligan to 6? It's kind of hard to go to 5. But both of the 3/2s are just, again, kind of filler. Well. Okay, 4-1 now. We go on to game 6. Ooh. And there it is. There's the turn 2 Bitter Blossom. On the play and the blessing. Gross, 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 gross. Green has some good ways to blow up an enchantment, though. But no way I'm not just running this out. Okay, that is not a way to kill it. Nice! And just even getting the first trigger. So, so good. Okay. All in. Mythic into rare again. Turn 2 and 3 on the play. Whenever an aura enters the battlefield you control, draw a card. Nice. That's pretty good. We're gonna draw so many freaking cards. Oh, I was supposed to Curiosity there, but I was not paying attention. Whoopsies. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna wait now. Got too excited, clicked through too quickly there. Hey, they did draw a way to kill it. Very nice. That's one of the ways I'm talking about. Sure. Well, now we're going to split up our enchanted threats. And that way, if they deal with one, the blessing is still going to go active. Just play out the naughty. I don't think we need to sprite their 2/3. Let's hold it for a better threat. Like if they just play out their 6/7 next turn, for example, you know? Oh, the troll is also insane. Holy crap. Effectively a 4-mana 5/5 trample that gets to punch things. Yeah, but the question is which one do they want to punch? And they're going to kill the Curiosity one. That's still okay, because we're still drawing 2 cards. I guess I'm just going to play out a 6/5, actually. Because now they're probably going to be tempted to run out their 6/7 to block it, or have another removal spell. And if they run out the 6/7, we get to tap it down with the Sprite. Man, another. Wow, okay. So that turns off all of my card draw. I'm gonna go with the Besotted Knight here, sure. That spell starter is probably gonna be a game locker. Let's see. Yeah, let's sprite down the 4/4. Attack with all. They're probably going to double block the Gatekeeper, which I'm fine with. And we're going to pass. Now, I could have gone for the Prankster and try to find the 3/4 flyer that gives a creature -4/-0 to keep my 6/5 alive. But I think I like this play. Yep, stutter on one of those, as expected. Now we can go for the Prankster. Alright, hit a quick study, very good. Another sprite's great. Obira's great, nice. Let's pump, and then plan on flashing out Obira. They probably assume I have another counter since I didn't play out my Prankster, so they might play a little bit carefully around it. Do they have the Wrath, maybe? Nope, that's fine. Nice. Yeah, the Faeries are doing business. The opponent even have 2 ways to blow up the enchantments, but we already pulled a little bit too far ahead, and that puts us at 5-1 now. Okay, okay. The Faeries will continue. Another lovely looking hand. Wish we could lose this Diminish a Witch for anything better, but, you know, it's the way it is sometimes. Great. Our Grand Ball Guest. Alright. I'm gonna go a little bit aggressive here and just play out the Blessing right now and hope that they don't kill my Sprite. Because I kind of need to find some lands. Alright, that's going to turn their thing into a 3/3. But at least I will get to draw an extra card here in case I do brick on land. Oh my lord. That's bad. Shoot. Well, that'll be one way for us to lose a game with this deck. I think I'm going to try racing and use the Obira. Sure, they're going to pump up their creature by 1 more there. Is it too late? That's the question. Guess I'm just going to pass here. Hold up our counter, hold up the Obira's attendance. We might even want to bargain away the Blessing at this point, because the loss of life is extremely relevant, and I have more than enough action in my hand. I just need to play it out. Sure. Okay. Block like this, take 6, then take another from the Blessing. Not good enough, yeah. Brutal. Just dead on board, right? Block, 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 yeah. Wow, that sucked. They had a little bit too much pressure, and that bricked on land really, really hurt us. No, I didn't have a good time. I missed my land drops, you jerk. Good beats. It was a good opening hand, though. For us. Okay, I almost missed the turn 2 Bitter Blossom, so that'll be a keeper. Fairy Mirror Match, maybe? We already proved that a turn 2 Bitter Blossom is beatable. We'll see if they can do so, though. Oh, they're not fairies, maybe. Another black-red. Good draw. Jund. What you got, OP? Turn from the Wilds. So they're going to get a basic and a 1/1 token. I'm a big fan of that card in the green decks. Does a lot. Fixes, ramps, gives you bargain, synergy. Has both the token and the food. Well, I guess they're both tokens, but both tokens are bargainable. Grabbed another swamp, alright. Nothing strange here about just holding open double blue, don't mind me. Fairy fencing. Do we want to keep our creature alive? I think so. Our lifelinker seems pretty important. Fair enough. Trade here because we can just bounce the 1/1 token. Which I suppose will be my play. And I'm going to go ahead and just run out the Sprite as well. We have 2 more removal spells in our hand anyways, so... Just a 2/3. Makes me discard. Let's get the 6/5 online first. I mean, if they keep playing flyers, that's how we beat the Bitter Blossom. I guess we also had Stab Wound. What's the wording on this? You can do that to your own creatures, too. Oh, I guess that's really good on your own creatures. Wow, they're attacking. Okay, no blocks. I see. Naughty's great. Okay. Time to start swarming in the air. Flick a coin. If they have a way to kill my Barrow Naughty, it's gonna be real annoying. Man, wow. Threadbind Click too. Sheesh. Okay. We're losing because they can play out that flyer next turn off of the Fawn. We are absolutely losing this game. Just a couple good pieces of interaction. And I mean, if they play like a Glutton here, we can't beat that currently either. Grabby Giant also has reach. Oh no! This is a turn 2 Bitter Blossom loss at this rate. That's fine. Actually, this is the turn, if we draw removal for the click, I think we're winning. That ain't it, though. We need a swarm. This is my only chance at winning. So they attack with the puff, I block with the token, they play the grabby. Gosh, just one flyer was all it took. Ooh. They can get back their kill spell, right? Yeah, any number. Jeez, that's really bad for us too. Man, their mana base is so stretched. That Fawn is doing everything for them. That's gross. Have to block here, otherwise I die. Plus we don't want them to get food anyways. Yeah. That probably does her, friends. Have to block every single one of those. Because the Bitter Blossom will kill me otherwise. Wow. Kind of sad to lose to this, but hey, good beats. I played turn 2 Bitter Blossom and lost. Our opponent played turn 2 Bitter Blossom and lost. I don't think we have any outs. Diminisher Witch. So what I can do here is I can bargain the Bitter Chill to draw a card, but I don't think that's going to do anything for us. I mean, everything they have is lethal, right? So it doesn't matter. Good beats, friends. Oh, man. If we had hit some of these cards like a turn or two sooner instead of the land, we might have actually had a chance. Wow, you hate to see it. Turn 2 Bitter Blossom did not win there. Oh well. Good beats. I did force the Faeries after getting the Bitter Blossom, and I don't think it was particularly open. You can tell because of how few black cards we ended up getting in the first couple of packs. And we did have a couple of filler cards, but overall, hey, 5 wins is pretty good. We did cast a lot of turn 2 Bitter Blossom, so I can't be too upset. GG's, good beats. Thanks for watching. See you back next time. Bye-bye.